Welcome back to another Film Geek movie review. Today after the day job, I am off to check out the new movie American Fiction. So what's the story on American Fiction? Well, it tells the story of an author who's pretty well fed up with what is considered black entertainment or African American literature at this time. So he decides to show the world the hypocrisy of things and pens a novel with a surname that is, well, just complete and absolute pandering, and of course, the novel takes off. It becomes a bestseller. And so he has to deal with the ramifications that come from that. Guys, this movie looks funny. I really don't know much about this film. I saw the trailer and I thought, let's give it a shot because that's my job and such. And that's about it. I don't really have a lot of expectations going into this movie. It looks funny. There's some good moments in the trailer and all. But other than that, I really don't know much about it. I haven't heard a lot of hype about this film, so on and so forth. But it does look entertaining and it does look good. So it's enough of me sitting here yammering. I gotta get to work because we are in full-on Christmas mode at the museum. We got this big Christmas exhibit going on right now. All sorts of lights and songs and Santas and all that holly jolly bullshit. But anyways, guys, I need to get out the door because it's time for me to get to the day job, and then I'm off to see American Fiction. Welcome back. Just getting home from checking out American Fiction, and guys, this movie was really good. I really enjoyed this film. Not only was it extremely funny, but there was some very emotional parts in this film also. Alright, so let's get this started, shall we? We're going to start off with, wait, no, actually, I don't have any negatives, so I don't have to do the whole negatives, positives thing. This whole video is a high note. So let's get this started, alright? The first thing I'm going to talk about is the acting in this film. It is outstanding. Every one of the actors, every member of the cast does an outstanding job. Very good job, really well done characters. But our lead, Jeffrey Wright, is the star performer in this movie. He pretty much has to carry the entire film. Again, not that the performances were bad from everybody. It's just that I think he's on screen for the entire movie. I can't think of a scene that he wasn't in, to be perfectly honest, while I'm sitting here talking to you. I could be wrong, but I think the man is on screen the entire time. Which the performance he gave, the character he was playing, by all means, be on screen. You did an excellent job. Very, very good. He really made the movie solid. I don't think that without such a good performance, if the performance wasn't as good, let me put it that way, if the performance wasn't this good, the film itself would have fallen apart because the character himself is on screen all the time. He's a major character. The entire movie is about him. So yeah, he has to be solid, and Jeffrey Wright knocks it out of the ballpark. Also, Cord Jefferson, our director of this film, wow, great job. This is his first movie. This is his directorial debut. It's not his first time in Hollywood. He's written some scripts. He does have some work out there, but this is his first time in the director's seat, and holy shit, he knocks it out of the ballpark. This is such a well-directed film. The pacing of this movie flows along like you don't even notice how long the film is. It maybe clocks in around 2 hours, but you wouldn't have known because it's like all of a sudden you're like, oh wait, that's it? The movie's over? But there's so much more I want to learn. There's so much more I can get out of this, but okay, sure, whatever. And that's great. I love it when a movie ends and you want more. Not because this film is all sorts of action and superheroes and laser beams. It's just that you really enjoy the story. You enjoy seeing a picture into these folks' lives. And it's just that good of a film. It's outstanding. Very, very well made movie. Excellent job, Mr. Jefferson. Now, not only the performance is great, not only is the directing great, this movie is just very heartfelt. I wasn't expecting it to go as deep as it does emotionally, but it deals with a lot more than that book. You know, in the intro when I was saying that this whole thing centers around a book that he writes? Okay, well, it seems that way at first. That's how the movie starts. But as everything starts to kind of come together, the real meaning of this movie is more about being true to yourself than it is about this book and the wackiness that ensues from writing this book. It's so much more of a personal story than you would expect. I went into this expecting situational, funny humor, and I came away with a lot of laughs, but also a really solid, good message in many, many different ways than just what you would think from the surface of this film. When you really think about things and you dive into the character that Jeffrey Wright plays, you learn more about, and like for me, the more I really paid attention to him, I started to notice things about myself and him and his personality and things that he does that has molded him over the years. And I mean, wow, I haven't felt connected to a character like this in a long time. And I'm saying this because there are other things in this movie that we are not connected to in any way, shape, or form. This is a personality thing. If you see the film, you know what I'm talking about. So yes, solid film, very funny, very well written, very heartfelt. The film has an excellent emotional core, and it doesn't jack around, basically. It delivers its story in an extremely coherent, well-made way. So that's all I have for you guys, really. This is a very solid film. It is not out in theaters just yet. It will be coming out December 22nd. I was fortunate enough to see an early screening of this movie. So when it comes out December 22nd, get out there and support this film because it's just that good. Keep it, get out there, see this movie, please. That's all I gotta say. Well, anyways, thanks again for checking out the Film Geek. If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give me the old thumbs up so I know you like what you're seeing. And there's one more thing, if there's one more thing you can do, folks, that is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.